We need to start. Where's Tubes? Have you seen? Where is Tubes? Where's Tubes gone?
I don't know.
Has anyone seen Tubes?
I texted earlier and
Tubes! Tubes!
Have you looked in the salad crisper?
I'll have a tube. Tubes! Tubes!
Thought behind the peas.
It's not in the salad drawer.
Can you check the freezer?
But we are the people's front of football. Together we'll save the beautiful game. We are the people's front of football. And together we'll save the beautiful game.
As always, guys, the objective of today's meeting is to save the spirit of
the beautiful game.
The beautiful game. It is football. I'll be the chair of the meeting today. Robbie, would you like to take minutes as always? Let's do the register first. Robbie, are you here?
I'm here.
Lovejoy, I'm here. Joe, are you here?
I am here today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tubes, are you here? Where's Tubes?
He's on a jet ski in Dubai.
Is that what, is he on holiday or
he
working?
loves a jet ski, doesn't he? He's always jet skiing.
Is he doing some stuff for golf life or is he working? Or is he on holiday, sorry?
I think he's golf life.
Golf lifing. Okay. So put him down as absent.
Is that working? I don't know.
He's not working, he just plays golf all day long, doesn't he? On the agenda today, game-changing idea. I promise you guys, we have one of our members has written in with an idea that is brilliant.
Oh, good.
When the team died, The Rock...
As in Dwayne Johnson?
Yep, that's on the show later.
Is he on?
Who knows? Snow and 2 new members. Robbie, you're bringing 2 new members today.
I am, yeah. I'm excited.
That's very exciting. We have some feedback from the members who can't be at the meeting. So first of all, I have a new commandment. It's so fresh, it's off my phone because this was just sent in this morning. Mike says, loving the weekly meetings, by the way, comrades. It looks like VAR is here to stay as much as it ruins the game. Where for over a century results have been determined by mistakes made by players and officials alike. So here's a potential rule to be added to the ever-growing list of 10 commandments. Actually, it's not 10 commandments, 15 10 commandments.
It's about 29 10 commandments now, isn't it?
If VAR is to intervene during a game, then any review must be done within 90 seconds. And if the ref has to carry out an on-field review, then a further 90 seconds is permitted. Therefore, if a review is to be carried out, if it can't be done in a reasonable period of time, which is 90 seconds, then watching it and rewatching it to identify the minuscule infringement means that it must be so insignificant that it should have no bearing on the game.
90 seconds isn't a lot of time to get fun sponge in and out.
That is a good point. But what do we think? I think that's a good idea.
What's the 90 seconds to have a look and then a further 90 seconds for the ref to go and have a look?
90 seconds with the bods in the wherever it is. Where's that place they go? Stockley Park, yeah. And then 90 seconds for the ref if he wants to do it on the pitch.
But then that's 3 minutes in total, which is about what it takes.
Still too long, yeah.
Yeah?
That's what they said originally. They said it was going to be clear and obvious.
So everyone in the crowd will be going, 10, 9, 8, like rushing them into a decision.
Maybe.
Would it mean more wrong decisions?
I think it's a good shout. Right, UK Nostalgia says, get rid of the transfer information overload. We just need announcement videos or a photo. No transfer leaks. Love the meeting. I agree with that. I'm bored of the transfer news. Are you?
Yeah, I just don't pay that much attention to it.
No, nor do I. Do you pay attention to it? I've just given up now. I just wait till the season starts to see who we've got and who we haven't got.
Yeah, it's all the rumours and speculation. If they can get rid of that, until it's a done deal and it's announced, it's official. It's just all the rumours and speculation.
But I suppose it's people like a bit of gossip, don't they?
Yeah. Neymar's going to Port Vale.
Yeah.
Apparently.
I'm a member living in Georgia, USA. Love the meeting, lads. Keep fighting the good fight. That's great. We're asking for members from all over the world, and we've got one there from America. We don't know whether he's a genuine American or whether he's a Brit living abroad, but thank you. If you are listening to this, if you have access to the meeting and you live in a different country, let us know. Ross says, great meeting, guys. This definitely needs to be on Sky Sports on a Saturday morning instead of the same show on 3 different channels. David says, another great meeting. Take note, Sky Sports. This is the kind of thing we'd like on a Saturday morning. What a great idea. Stick us back on Sky Sports and give us loads of cash.
Yeah, I like the most cash bit.
Baby Elvis wouldn't be too happy, would he?
Oh, is he doing the show now? What, is that the Saturday Social?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Can we go next to them before or after?
Or on one of the other channels.
Yeah.
Now, that was a bloody great meeting. Look forward to watching every week, lads. If you're going to change the day of the meeting, Tuesdays are good for me. Shite day of the week, now good about them. Could do with brightening up. Cheers. We were thinking about moving the day of the week, aren't we, as early as possible? What day? I think probably Wednesday. What do you think?
What is
Just go
Wednesday?
on Wednesday.
Sorry?
It's Wednesday now.
Yeah, but when people get to see the meeting is on a
it's-
Friday.
Sometimes they see it on the Wednesday night.
Okay. I'd love to see a charity match from you guys at the end of the season where you implement all the new rules you agree with. Now, this is quite interesting because I toyed with an idea and I pitched it around Sky. They weren't interested at the time. It was called Fantasy Sport, and it was based on the fact that I wondered whether football would be a better sport without offside.
Yeah.
Do you know field hockey ended up getting rid of the offside and it worked? And I thought, I wonder if they have tried it before. I remember Cruyff hating it when they tried it years ago in Holland or something, and I thought it would be great just as a TV show, but I wanted to extend it out to all sports. So tennis, get rid of the first serve. Well, no, I'd make it only one serve.
Yeah, you
Golf.
can't start on the second. It's impossible.
Oh, yeah.
Impossible rule.
Exactly. And I thought football, it'd be great, wouldn't it, if you got Jose Mourinho versus, who else needs Jose Mourinho versus Pep Guardiola or something, and say there's no offsides, what are you going to do for tactics? And actually get them to play it out with some maybe under-21s teams.
In the second half, there is offsides, but it's a straight red card.
For what, offside?
Yeah.
Being offside.
Makes it up.
Okay.
Brutal.
You
Squid Game.
clamp down on it.
Yeah.
Shame Tubes isn't here, because I thought on golf, I think if you make the golf hole bigger, that completely changes the game and makes it potentially-
Easier?
No, it
Yeah.
makes it into a chipping game rather than a putting game. At the
Definitely
moment,
makes it easier.
Pardon?
Makes it easier, though, doesn't it?
No, turns
Yes,
it into
Of course
no.
it does. If your hole is a lot that big rather than that big, of course it's easier.
No,
You can still aim for the little hole, but just imagine it.
no, you're wrong.
No, we're right.
No, you're wrong. You're not thinking it through.
No, I am.
No,
It's a
you're
bigger
not.
hole.
Basic
No, you're not.
physics. If you've got a bigger target,
No.
you're going to hit it more.
But it doesn't make this game easier. What it means is that you become more interested in the chipping. It becomes a bigger part of the game. At the moment you chip, get you near the hole, and then you
Do you think
putt.
it becomes harder?
No, I think it becomes different. I just think it changes the nature of the game.
This is one for Tubes Golf Life.
It
isn't it?
is, because at the moment you'd be thinking if you make the hole bigger, it's a one putt every time for the pros.
Yeah.
Which is easier.
Pardon? Yeah, but don't you get it? They're going to try and chip in because they don't want to do the one putt. So for their birdie, they'll try and chip in. They're not going to try and get on and then try and putt like they do at the moment. They're not aiming for the hole at the moment. You know that.
Not really.
Well, they
That'd be
don't.
cool.
They don't think they're going to get it in the hole, so they're
Okay.
chipping to go near the hole and two putt. One putt they want. They want birdie chance. Whereas you make the hole bigger, they're going to try and chip in from off the green. I think it's very exciting.
Tune in next week for more from the people's fronts of golf.
Anyway, that's fantasy sport for you. Andy says, right. So now this is the great idea. Are you ready
Right,
for this?
Here we go.
Hang on.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Andy Rosier. I'm going to give you his surname because this guy has.
Are we going to? Is this going to be called the Rosier concept or something?
I think it will
in 100
be.
years' time.
I think it. We might.
Rosier dossier.
Oh, that's good. We might have to get a picture of him and put it on the walls because I think this is brilliant. But it's going to change football as you know it. A bit like making the hole bigger in golf, right?
How good is it on a scale of 1 to Fun Sponge?
I think it's better than Fun Sponge.
Whoa, okay.
But it completely changes the game as we know it. That's the problem. Okay. Sat on a train with a dead battery and surprisingly no metros lying around. I thought of a new way of earning points in football. It seems too clever not to share as I don't have moments like this very often. So thoughts, guys. There are a total of 3 points available per match. Whomever wins the first half gets 1 point. Whomever wins the second half gets 1 point. If the half is a draw, 0-0, 1-1, etc., no one gets a point. Whomever, he leaves a whomever a lot, which I like. Whomever
It's so mysterious.
whomever is in the lead at the end of the game gets the final point. So a point for the first half winner, point for the second half winner, point for winning the match. Maximum one team is 3 points. I think I'm onto something, or am I? Do you have any geeks who can work out if this method was applied in the seasons before, where the Man Poo won as many titles as they would have done? Now, I think that's a really interesting idea. So basically, you're playing 2 football matches a week.
Sort of, yeah.
Because you're playing a 45-minute match and another 45-minute match. I actually think there's legs in this. When Jimmy Hill came up with the 3-point rule, everyone went, no, it's 2 points and 1 point for draw. And he went, no, this is a good idea. This means if you're losing 4-0 at half time, you can go in the dressing room and go, guys, we can get a point second half.
It would mean, team, if you're 4-0 up at half time, it means you wouldn't just sit back and just play out the second half.
Yeah. I like it. The bit where I'm let down is where he says there's no points if it's a draw. Because my problem at the minute with 3 points for a win is when it's a draw, one point's going missing. Do you know what I mean? Like,
what?
Right, when it used to be 2 points for a win,
Yeah.
if it was a draw, you got a point each. Right, now 3 points for a win, so there's 3 points to play for.
Yeah, but that was to encourage you to score.
No, I know, but 2 of the points are being given out to the 2 teams that draw.
No.
What's that? Where's the other point going?
What? What?
Do you know what I mean?
On the halves.
Right. Here we are.
This is not good stuff. No,
it
leave
is.
it. Leave it.
No, it is. People will understand. There's a point going missing and 3 points for a win.
There's a point going missing for 3 points for what now?
Now.
Yeah, I know, but that's what they did to try and attack. But let's go back to Andy's idea, right? You get to the end of the first half, it's 0-0, right? And you're Pep Guardiola, you're going to...
So no one's got a point.
Yeah, but you're going, it's the end of the half, you're going, throw the keeper up.
Oh, what, for a late winner?
Yes,
Yeah.
well, at the end of the half, and then at the end of the match, they're going, throw the keeper up again because we need the point. Otherwise, we're getting no points. And then we need the point. So it means it's like that attack.
Yeah, I like that.
I think Andy's come up with a great idea.
But it's good for teams who are in like the relegation zone, doesn't it? Because it means they can pick up points.
You're
not going to beat them over 90 minutes, but you might be able to just get a result over 45.
Not only Andy's come up with a great idea, I think he might end up being knighted for this. Maybe they even make a waxwork of him, Madame Tussauds.
That's always the dream.
So, getting on to...
Sir Andy Rosier.
Yeah.
God, innit?
Exactly right.
Rosier's rule.
Andrew says, peak meeting online. How do I survive 15 years without these guys together? Just classic soccer AM bants. Reminds you of how rubbish the world is now. And I think that's our number one thing, isn't it? We're trying
the world at the minute.
We're trying to offer hours worth of relief from the world. Don't you? Need a break from misery? Join the PFF.
It's like a soothing balm, innit?
I'm thinking that should be our new tagline.
Bleak.
Need a break from misery? Join the PFF.
Need a break from the misery that is your life.
For an hour.
For an hour. Want an hour off your life? Join the PFF.
Jamie says, disappointed in the lack of Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Maybe next week.
She never turned up. She was meant to come, wasn't she?
Maybe off with the tubes.
The Rock, guys. The Rock.
Yeah.
So there you go. The
Rock coming on?
Niall says was expecting Lovejoy to whip out some fishnets when he mentioned holy socks last week. Wayne says another fantastic meeting, everyone. Great discussion as always. A big fan of Fun Sponge, and a suggestion for its walk-on music is "Don't Worry, Be Happy" by Bobby McFerrin.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Love the merch idea.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a big hit with members. Should we make some merch? I don't know.
Sounds a lot of work.
I'm not sure. Okay, I think we should meet another couple of members, don't you?
Oh, excellent. Yes, I've got some.
Have
you
you?
get them?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah. You'll put 2 this time.
I brought 2.
Okay,
Two,
brilliant.
with no tube, so we doubled up.
Okay, wonderful.
I thought we could do with some rock in the PFF.
Oh yeah, of course.
So I brought us Don Broco.
Oh,
Hey, guys.
Hello. Hey, how you doing?
Oh, it's cold there.
Hey, how you doing? If you'd like to take a seat down
You
here,
go that way,
guys.
I'll go over here.
You move that way, Joe. There you go.
You go around there somewhere.
Yeah, right there.
Wherever you feel comfy.
Whilst you're
mate.
making yourself comfy, I'm gonna read out your CV, which I've got from Wikipedia because I can't be bothered to work. You're
That's
an
correct.
English rock band
Good
formed in Bedford, which is in England, in
So good so-
2008.
Good so far?
The band consists of Rob, Simon, Tom and Matt. The band released 4 studio albums, including Priorities, Automatic Technology, and the most amazing things, which was their first, and the album Amazing Things, which was their first UK #1 in the album charts.
Correct, yeah.
Yes, congratulations, guys.
Yeah.
Now, first of all, before we start this this process of seeing if you can come in, do you agree that the spirit of the game should be owned by the fans?
Yeah, of course.
I could be convinced.
Why do you want to join the PFF?
Well, we heard it was a place to escape misery. And
That's right. It's our new
It's
catchphrase.
working,
we also
yeah.
heard there was some free coffee. So
Yeah.
There is.
So-
Yeah.
Cold after being in that fridge for a while, but it's just cold coffee.
Need a break from misery? Join the PFF. That's
Yeah.
our new tagline. It's good, isn't it?
For 1 hour.
United fan, we see.
I am, yes.
And
Man and boy.
do you like where United are going at the moment?
After 10 years of what we've watched, I'm just so cautious about being optimistic. But yeah, I think so. I think it looks like it's moving in the right direction.
Are you any good at football, you guys?
No.
Oh, no.
No. We play. I say we play like once a year.
We play
now.
once a year now.
Yeah, play once a year. We meet up with our mates from home, and when you're not playing, I mean, not that we were good when we did play, semi-regularly, but when you don't play for a year,
really
and
notice
then
the
you
drop-off.
really notice, and
the
just
rust.
the injury level is just
Yeah.
crazy. As you get a little bit
Yeah.
older as well, just like simple things like just turning, turning. It's like, okay,
Yeah, I get that.
that's like 4 weeks off.
So we try not to do it too close to a tour.
But do you have to be match fit on the stage? I mean, how's your fitness?
We should be.
You're because you're going to do an arena tour. The stages are huge in arenas. How's
I'd
that?
say like we kind of get. I say it's like 2 weeks of doing shows is like gets us match fit.
Right.
So
Like pre-season.
yeah. So UK is usually a disaster because it's like a week to 2 weeks max. There's not that many places
Not
to play.
enough ground to cover, is it?
Luckily, we've just come back from our US tour, which was like 3 weeks. So we feel good.
You feel good?
Yeah, we feel good at the moment.
Do you do any warm-ups or stretches before you play?
Again, we should. It's one of these things that like we tell ourselves we'll do, and you maybe the first few days you're like, okay, right, ready, and then
Run out of
tour
hours
sinks
in
in,
the
you
day,
run
don't
out of hours, you've just had a big meal, you need to digest. Do you really want to be like stretching? So it's more like the idea is there and we think about it, but in reality,
And that's half the battle, isn't it?
It's rock and roll. You don't follow the rule book.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Do what you want.
Yeah. How long are your gigs generally?
About an hour and a half.
Hour and a half.
Just a
Have you
little
ever-
under,
Have
yeah.
you ever gone on stage with an uncomfortable shoe and thought, oh no, this is bad. I've got to wear in these moldies or whatever. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Have you
wrong studs.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I have. And I play the drums, and quite often I find halfway through the gig, if they're just feeling wrong and feeling too tight,
Yeah.
just take them off and play my socks.
Just-
a lot of drummers prefer that.
Do you know
Holy
what?
socks. You need some
You
holy
need
socks.
some holy socks. Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
give you a pair of those.
Oh, great.
So the thing I was thinking about the soccer sixes. Do you ever remember the soccer sixes where bands used to play against each other?
We did
We
one,
did one.
didn't we?
Did
It was-
you?
Yeah, it was good.
Was
fun.
it at Port Vale?
I can't remember now.
No.
We had a couple of ringers in.
Oh, we did,
You
yeah.
know, because we were like this.
Yeah, it was
this
Don,
could-
Don Broco, but it was
with like just like our sort of mates of a mate from home who was actually good at
Yeah,
football.
Consola. Was it? Yeah.
Then we got to the final, didn't
Yeah,
we?
we did quite
I-
well,
Against
yeah.
Umi at 6.
Yes.
Didn't we lose the final? I don't want to
I
bring
think
it
yeah,
up.
we did lose.
Shouldn't have
Yeah.
brought that up.
No.
We lost the penalties.
I used to play in those a lot, and I just remember the most embarrassing time was when I had a bit of a square, or I had a bit of a tussle with Nicky from Westlife. He's a great guy, but at the time, he's a great player, by the way. He used to play in goal for Leeds or something, didn't he? But anyways, we end up squaring up to each other, and we're both like there, like about to throw some punches at each other because we were that angry with each other. Look over, and there's like a sea of young people watching us. I was like, this really isn't what
It's not worth it.
Well, we've discussed it afterwards, saying we were both so embarrassed by it. Do you know what I mean? Red mist came out. So yeah.
Remember, you're a role model.
Oh yeah, that's it. I'm definitely a role model. Now, guys, I've got to talk to you about something. Do you mind doing the meeting then and deciding, and we can make a decision.
Absolutely.
We can make a decision whether we want you in the PFF at the end, if that's okay. I feel a bit terrible at the moment, and I have actually woken up every day thinking I feel awful, and it's because we, as well as the meeting, we also do some other stuff for our socials. And I did a thing where we did rate our days out. And I rated like going to the pub with my mates as a 10, as you do. Going to cricket, 9. It's like going to the pub, but something's going on in the background. You know, cinema was quite low down these days. Movies gone for too long. I think the directors are making it for themselves and not for us. 3 hours long. You went to see a movie the other day, didn't you? 2.5 hours long.
But it was really good though.
2.5 hours long. Not
One
interested.
battle after another, superb, lads. Go and see it.
Good, yeah.
Yeah, DiCaprio.
I got offered up. Joe was actually doing it. I got offered up Madame Tussauds, and I went -50.
Oh.
And the reason being is I don't quite get it. A waxwork. I've never been there, so I actually have not experienced. I've just seen all the queues. But Madame Tussauds, they came on the social media and they said, I feel like I'm on enemy territory right now. And I just suddenly felt really bad about this, you know.
For giving them such a bad score.
Yes, because what have I ever done that's better than Madame Tussauds? Nothing. I'm not even close to it. And so I did a bit of research. Madame Tussauds, it started in 1835 and it's been a tourist attraction since the Victorian era. And I'm just a TV presenter, like a chancer.
And you've not been one since the Victorian era.
I know. Some say I present like I'm in the Victorian era, but I felt really guilty. I actually don't like having an opinion and I don't like rating things. And it kind of made me think about this, that it would be horrific to be a critic, wouldn't it? Can you imagine, right, sitting there and going...
Who are you to pick holes
Yeah,
in?
I don't like this film, right? It's like, it's fine to go to your mate, I didn't like that film, but if you're actually going into the press and going, I don't like my film, it's like, what have you ever made? You know, or are you like a TV critic and you're like, you know, oh, I hate that TV show. It's like, what have you done? Or a book or a band. So you get people, have you had any good, bad criticism at all?
I think
Plenty of it.
Yeah, I think a bit of a fair mix.
It's always a mix.
It's
Mixed
always,
bag.
you normally like see the good ones because like the you know, the record label will send you all the best ones. They'll be like, people love the
Here's
album,
your fan
guys.
mail.
And then you might see a few dodgy ones crop up, but you're not looking for them, are you? Unless you just love, you know, a glutton for punishment. So like the bands that read all their own, like read the YouTube comments, it's like, you know, what are you doing to yourselves here, boys? Like,
Bad idea.
I mean, you're gonna find mostly good ones usually because it's your fans, but then you just find, you know, people on the internet just love to hate just anything, don't they? So
But it's like football, isn't it? It's like your pundits. People like Roy Keane have actually played the game, so they're well positioned to comment on. So what you're saying is like only people who've like had big albums, been in big bands, should be able to review current
That's
music.
an interesting idea.
Yeah, that's
It's like
Yeah.
Pete Townsend or someone is only qualified to review their new album.
It could get awkward on the festival circuit, couldn't it? Like, you see each other across the field and it's like, oh, he gave us a bad.
Yeah.
The Maccabees gave us 4 out of 10.
Can you imagine though being a food critic, right? And then you criticise someone's restaurant and they go out of business, which happens, or theatre. Apparently, people still care about theatre critics. And you review something badly. How can you sleep with yourself? How can you sleep? How can you sleep at night? It's really bad. Anyway, look, Madame Tussauds. Look, I'm not in the league of Madame Tussauds. So if they get to listen to this meeting, I apologise. I feel absolutely terrible because I critiqued them. And
They're out of business.
There's people. I'm
Gone right
sure it has
then, yeah.
literally no effect.
Closed down.
Yeah, it used to be Louis Tussauds in Great Yarmouth, and that shut down. So maybe they're worried about that.
Yeah.
But to be fair, Louis Tussauds, I went there, and they hadn't really got any new models since like the 70s or 80s or something. So they'd be like Freddie Starr and stuff like this sort of thing. So that's probably why.
Well, like, I just apologise. I genuinely felt terrible.
What are people doing there though?
What?
When you're actually there, do you just look at them or?
No, I've never been either.
I don't know. I've never been.
Should we go?
Should we all go?
But you haven't been.
No, I've never been.
We should
How
go.
did you review it?
Because I just assume it's
Oh,
fucking
well, you can't review it without going.
Exactly.
That's like listening to the album and going, don't like it.
Exactly.
idea
That's why I
of
feel
that,
so
yeah.
terrible.
Review some food off a picture on
You should
Instagram.
feel terrible.
Oh,
for that,
thank you.
Yeah.
I do. I feel
be
really
amazing.
terrible. It could be amazing.
Yeah,
Maybe
we
I
should go.
We should go and then update
Let's go
review.
today.
Yeah.
So I think we'll all go.
I love Madame Tussauds. Can I just say, I do love
you been?
Madame Tussauds. When I was a kid,
Did you? Who did you see?
Kevin Keegan.
Oh, see, that would have been brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it perm era?
He was not
My
dissimilar
idol,
to that.
yeah.
Not dissimilar.
That's
yeah.
why when I went to the hairdresser, I was like, found this old Keegan.
I want Kevin Keegan.
Good reference.
Give me that.
Now, Joe, a couple of weeks ago, someone said, let's get Sheephead to try and goat bust Scott Carson. He put you to a challenge because it's very hard to do because he's won so much. How many appearances was it? Very few.
Very few.
But can you bust him?
Yeah. Who should we ring up?
Ghostbusters. Oh no, Goat Busters.
Go Busters. Scott Carson, yeah, interesting one, right? Because, listen to this lot, 2 Champions Leagues, 4 Premier League titles, 2 Super Cups, 2 League Cups, a Club World Cup and an FA Cup.
That's good, yeah.
What a haul that
Yeah.
is. Amazing when you consider that he only played a total of 107 minutes on the pitch.
Amazing.
Across 4 seasons at Man City. He played just 1 full Premier League game for them in 2021. But he did let 3 in that game.
Did he?
So when you consider that Man City only let in 32 goals all season, that season, Scott let in over 10% of their goals in one single outing. But let's cut him some slack. Let's not be too hasty here. His other 17 minutes on the pitch came at home against Sporting in the Champions League. City were already 5-0 up after the first leg in Lisbon. 0-0 in the second leg. Ederson came off in the 73rd minute. On came Scott. He managed to keep out Sporting Lisbon, one of Portugal's finest teams,
yeah.
for 17 minutes.
17, that's long,
He
isn't
kept him out
Yeah.
and kept a clean sheet for 17 minutes and preserved the lead. No mean feat. Lesser men might have crumbled. Scott only let 10 goals in his entire Liverpool career. He only played 9 games in 2 seasons at Anfield, but that's of no consequence. 10 goals is still miles less than Liverpool greats like Grobbelaar, Clements or Alisson.
Yeah.
And say what you like about your all-time greats like Ronaldo, Messi, Cruyff. None of them have ever been Charlton Athletic Player of the Year, Derby County Player of the Year, been the Championship Player of the Month.
Yeah.
None of them have done that. Scott's done that, or finished runner-up in the Turkish Cup. So
you're-
maybe he is the greatest of all time.
So you're not gut busting him?
No, I think he might have a case, you know.
Oh,
I've got a new potential GOAT for you.
go on.
Jamie Cureton. Remember him?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do, but
Bristol
why
Rovers.
would he be
Rovers,
the,
QPR
why would he be
Reading.
the GOAT?
Good fact from a couple of weeks ago. So I'm slightly behind the times, but only by 2 weeks. Right. He is now 50 years old. That's older than me, and has played 32 seasons of professional football. He scored his first goal for Norwich City in 1994 when England captain Harry Kane was 1 year old, and Tim Lovejoy not yet started working on Soccer AM.
I think it's 1 year old, it's not plural.
Okay, I would like that stricken from the record.
VAR, let's VAR
Well, this is what's good because a
You only
couple of
get
weeks
90
ago, he scored his first goal for his current club, Kings Park Rangers, which means he has become the first player ever to score in all of the top 10 divisions in English football.
Brilliant.
Oh, the goat.
That is
Maybe the
amazing.
goat.
New goat.
He
That
may
is
be.
brilliant.
So the FA does actually recognise the top 11 divisions as part of the football pyramid. So he's got one more to do, but that's still good, right?
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Bust that.
Are Kings Park Rangers like the new Queen's Park Rangers?
Yeah. So when the Queen died, they
Right.
changed them. Yeah. No, they're in Suffolk.
Are they?
PFF comrades, if you want to get involved with our incredibly important work saving the spirit of football, then message us below, like and subscribe, or go to our HQ, the pff.co.uk. I know, got a website. Together, we will save the beautiful game, but we won't if you don't get involved. Come on, it's a team effort. Tell everyone you know. Viva la revolution! Viva la PFF!
Now, guys, half-time entertainment is something we've discussed on this in this meeting. Neil has messaged in to say, regarding today's meeting, Tim wanting to introduce longer half-times. I say no. Why? Because I don't pay for Sky or TNT or Amazon. Sorry, I don't pay for Sky, TNT or Amazon Prime or wherever else the footy is on TV. For them to give me some half-wit celebrity trying to talk about the beautiful game. I just want to allow the players time to get into the change rooms, have their oranges, listen to instructions from the manager, coaching staff, and get back out there to entertain us. They are the entertainment. So let me tell you this point. The point was 2 things. Once, when you're watching it on TV, rather than having a pro, if you put in someone like The Rock.
Is that why you wrote The Rock on the board?
Yes.
Clickbait.
He was back in the fridge.
Okay, wait, he's not going to fit out
Hardly
that.
squeezed past him.
Or you have Taylor Swift. She's big. Do you know her? Have you heard of her?
I've heard of it. She was meant to come in.
Yeah.
Is she out there with The Rock?
Yeah. So if you have something like that and it's like a half-time entertainment, I'm saying if you two guys turn up at half time. I think because it's entertaining, I'd rather watch a celebrity. That's the thing on TV, but also actually at the stadiums. I'm saying like half time. If you extend it, it's 15 minutes since 1938, did I tell you? It was something like that. 1938, they decided it's 15 minutes. If you extend it to half an hour, it's enough time to drag a PA out onto a pitch and the band can get out there and
Do a tune, yeah.
do a few tunes.
Should we play a song or should we play football? Should we? But then we can only do that once a year.
Or
like
both
Rob
at the
said.
same time.
Yeah.
We've got, once a year might take
Have you ever seen a band try and play a song while they're playing a game?
While playing penalties?
No,
I haven't seen that before.
I haven't.
Maybe whoever plays at half time gets the first 15 minutes of the second half for one of the teams.
Hold on, I've got it here. Did anyone see The Enemy at Cov the other day?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because their song, what's their song called? I can't remember.
We live and die in these towns.
Yes, it's become Coventry City's anthem. You know the band The Enemy?
yeah.
So they've gone out on the pitch and they
amazing.
started playing. The crowd absolutely loved it. The band loved it. Everybody loved it. I'm saying, why can't you do that every week? Why can't you turn up at Old Trafford or wherever you want to go, play a few tunes? It's great for the fans. It's great for your PR and promo.
Yeah.
It's
The
great.
Enemy are from Coventry, aren't they? So
Yeah.
we'd have to do it at Bedford Town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Luton up the road.
Or maybe Luton.
MK Dons.
Or MK.
Okay, Don. but as a band, would you fancy doing that? Getting out in the
It's
pit?
amazing,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, we've always said, like...
That'd be a unique
That would be,
experience.
like... I mean, Matt especially would, like, the dream would, if one day your song got taken on by any club, to be fair.
Oh,
and
right.
that became, probably one of our, like, most popular songs was just, like, a football chant that Matt sang that then we turned into a riff. Because it just sounded too much like a football chant.
I think what would be even better is if it something like organically amongst fans, like if it became a terrace anthem. Like the White Stripes, like the
Yeah.
or like the Fratellis or something. Like having a riff that just like becomes almost
To be
like
fair,
the terrace
if
anthem.
it becomes like a terrace anthem and it's not specific to one club.
Yeah, so yeah, it's
That's where
just
the money is, yeah.
Can you try and write something that would fit well? You
Just with
get ahead
every
of it.
team.
Yeah. What a great goal.
Yeah.
You
What
sing
about your song being used on one of the sports channels, Sky Sports, TNT, or something like that? Because the problem with that is it gets boring after a while, doesn't it? We've all said once they use it over and over. Stadium
Oh, you mean as in like an intro?
Yeah,
as
for
in
the
Malone.
same-
Maloko and
Yeah. Republica and all that sort of stuff, Celeste. What, would you fancy doing that or having a song used on the football?
Yeah. I mean, one of our like dreams is to be on like FIFA, like the game.
Yeah.
And we've still never been on it. And there was one year when we got told we were going to be on it.
And then we're in, it's
And
happening.
we were in, we were like high fiving. And it was like one of those, childhood dreams, like finally realised. And then the game came out and they're like, yeah, they cut you last minute.
Do you recognise certain games by who's on the
Yeah,
soundtrack?
because you just discover so much music through that, and that's like I don't think that gets boring because you're playing. If you're playing, enough FIFA, it rotates. There's enough of a soundtrack that you go through it. So that would be awesome.
It's a massive door to open that, isn't it? Because like the kids will be playing a song.
Yeah.
And you'll be like, how do you know that?
Yeah,
It's on
What
FIFA,
about
innit?
what about a movie? Would you fancy doing a?
it would be great. Yeah.
What about a TV? All the people who come on Sunday brunch, all the people they're desperate to get. A lot of them are desperate to get their songs on Love Island. Would you fancy doing the slow mo on Love Island?
We'd have to be like a certain scene, something quite destructive. I reckon.
Yeah.
It would be
a
good,
real
wouldn't it?
brutal breakup, maybe.
good.
And then, bringing some.
Yeah, we've
riffs to
had
that.
in the past something quite similar, like Made in Chelsea. I think I've used a couple of us.
Have they?
But it's not always sort of the emotion of the scene doesn't always
It was
fit.
actually we actually did
with the song.
an episode of Made in Chelsea where they brought us on as like they
brilliant.
were at a festival.
Oh, it's
And we just happened to be playing the festival.
Oh, that's
And
brilliant.
it was weird, but it was a good experience. It's kind of
So how does it work? Because I can't quite work out. Obviously, they're pretending it's real, but everyone's acting. Is it just all improv, or do they give
I
you
think
lines?
they gave us one or two lines, and they were like, you can sort of play around it. You just make it your own. But it was pretty scripted. But it was here's the general gist. I mean, I think I only had like one line
I can't remember
with
your line,
was it Jamie.
How was it?
Yeah, it was like we kind of
Jamie Lang.
Jamie Lang.
He's a nice
he was
bloke,
lovely,
isn't he? Yeah,
lovely,
he's a good guy. Yeah.
And he was really friendly, and he sort of like got us on, and we were just like the band in the corner when they were doing their thing, and he came over and he was like, "Oh, excited to see you guys." But we had one line in passing, and then the rest of it was like do the same section of the song over and over again for like, you know, it was like a 30-second loop, but do it for like an hour. While all the main Chelsea cars are like at the festival, just like rocking out, you know, with like
Shooting it from
a
different
good like
angles.
metre of space around them. So like, you know, the deadest crowd ever.
Would you do an advert? Where do bands sit on this now? Because years ago, all the bands were like, never going to do an advert. Now they all seem to want to do it, quite rightly, because there's a lot of cash.
I feel like you would, unless it was like really weird.
Yeah,
Do you know
you do
what I mean?
landmines.
Yeah.
Or something really embarrassing, like
What's the worst thing that like you could be like pet food or something really,
Miles
but
cream.
still you've got like people do pet food adverts. You know, they need. I think Andy Murray's done one recently as well, and you're like, that's a weird one to do, but it's like fair enough.
Robbie, you advertise anything, don't you? Anything going, everything and anything. Anything.
Not anything.
You do. List the stuff you're doing.
At the minute, Wine 52.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Like wine?
Yeah.
Emma mattresses. You like sleeping?
You do mattresses. Mattresses, brilliant.
At least
Yeah,
he's
go
got
on.
something
need
to
that
fall
after
back
the
on.
wine.
Oh,
Actually,
Joe.
good.
Yes, Joe, that's very good.
Actually, been a long-term customer of them before I started advertising them, Tim. So it's from the heart.
Oh, right, of course.
But do you remember John Lydon got hammered for advertising butter?
it was the butter.
Yeah.
Setting
Yeah,
up
I liked it.
Country Life
Yeah, I
butter
went
or
and bought
whatever
it
was,
because of
and-
it. Good.
I remember when I learned I was really susceptible to advertising. I was watching a Champions League game this years ago, and someone had a shot, and it hit an advertising board that said PlayStation 2 on it. I remember just thinking to myself, I might buy a PlayStation 2. And then it was only a few seconds later, I went, oh wait, that's why I've just thought that.
Yeah.
Good stuff from football. Haaland. By the way, Sigrid was on my show recently. Know her from Norway. Very lovely woman. She said Holland. It's not Haaland, it's Holland. That's how you're supposed to pronounce it. Anyway, he said, and I thought this was very good, since I came to City, I've been offside 18 times. 18 times in 3.5 years is okay, I think. It's in my game. I hate to be offside. I think VAR has helped me even more because you get the decision. It's as simple as that. It's something I've been working on since I was 13. I think that's brilliant. Can you imagine that? Because how often do you see a striker, you go, oh, stay onside for God's sake. He works on it.
He'd have been sent off 18 times if I had my way.
Fun sponge that as well, yeah.
Did anyone see another great thing? Did anyone see the CPL final, which is the
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Canadian Premier League? Did you get to see it? Okay,
seen
right.
this.
So after when you leave the meeting, you have to go and Google this because it's amazing. They played it in snow, like it was in the 80s or something.
Orange ball.
Orange ball, yes. Athletic Ottawa 2, Cavalry FC 1. I don't know anything about the teams. I imagine
Cavalry?
What was
Yeah.
that?
Calgary.
No, it's
No,
cavalry.
cavalry.
Cavalry?
Yeah,
Yeah.
cavalry, yeah.
Is that a
Yeah.
team?
Well, like
Well,
obviously I
assume
thought it
so,
was
yeah.
Calvary,
Yeah.
Calgary.
But the one of the fellas in the Ottawa team scored a bicycle kick, and they called it the icicle kick.
Yes, that's fantastic.
It was a great goal.
It
but
was brilliant. It was like that deep
oh,
in
it was-
snow,
it
and
was-
they're all hacking away at it, aren't
good
they?
6
Yeah.
inches of snow,
Brilliant.
and it was so wonderful.
Yeah,
it was like, and it just made me think, I love this. I want this back because we've all got underfloor heating now, haven't we? Undersoil heating.
But
And
that was the pinnacle of the season, the biggest game of the season.
Yeah.
They said, "Yeah, we'll play it
the
anyway."
showpiece.
Yeah.
Anyone else got any good stuff from football this week?
Yeah, I have. Who's the only undefeated team left in English or Scottish top flight?
No idea.
Hearts.
Oh.
7 points clear.
Hold on, are they going to win the SPL?
They might well do. Yeah, 7 points clear. Pep, 1,000 games in management.
That's pretty good.
Who's the team that he's beaten the most across 1,000 games?
Would it be in Spain? Is it a Spanish team?
No.
Is it in the Premier League?
Yeah.
Oh, then it'll be Everton.
Arsenal. Who's the team
Wow.
that's lost
Is
to
it
the most?
really?
Yeah.
Chelsea.
Manchester United.
No. Liverpool and Spurs.
Yeah.
10 times.
10 times between them or 10 times each?
Each.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's-
lost to Spurs and Liverpool 10 times. And have you seen the French game? You know, it's International Week.
Yep.
Have you seen the stuff the French lot rock up in
No.
for international meetups?
Tell me it's a beret.
No. Oh, no, it's icicle.
The baguette.
No, it's like
Onions on a string.
it's like a competition, so you can turn up in like the most high-end fashion.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah, well,
It's
they're all coming. Yeah, I love
unbelievable.
it. Yeah.
Like they're all
Yeah.
just in this unbelievable gear, and Kante rocks up in a pair of kecks and a hoodie.
I do hate there's too many international weekends. Every time you just start getting into a role, there's another break, isn't there, for the international weekend? I'm not having it. It's
Only
not
11
good.
games in.
Can I interrupt the meeting for something that's concerning me about society? I'm worried because I keep noticing that I'm going to the pub, as you do. Do you like going to the pub, guys?
Yeah.
And I keep buying a beer and they're like £7 plus. And a couple of times recently, it's eked over £8.
Eked.
Yeah. Can I use that word?
Do you remember when it hit 6 and 5?
Yeah.
Like that?
But it seems to be rapid, and it's worrying me a bit because obviously I'm not encouraging people to drink, but you know, there's nothing better than sitting in a pub with your mates.
You're sort of encouraging it.
I mean, do you know what I'm
Not encouraging it, but it's the best thing ever that nothing can beat.
It's a 10 out of 10, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a 10 out of 10. Sit with your mates, having a beer. And I mentioned this on the podcast a few weeks ago. I spoke to a landlord who owns a load of pubs, and he's saying he's lost that casual custom where people just go, do you want to go for a pint? And I think he was telling me it's because the government, and it's, you know what, every time the government get in, it's terrible. But the government just keep putting more and more tax on it, and you're paying tax on tax on tax on tax. And I think there's very few places in society where communities come together. We don't really have any. We're quite secular as a nation at the moment, aren't we? So we don't come together in churches and things. And so and where else can you go to join communities?
I made a YouTube video on this earlier in the year.
Did
where
you?
I tried to find a pint for £1 in the UK to see if there still was one. Because when I was at university in the 90s, I used to get £1 a pint at the Student Union bar. And I found a Wetherspoons in Batley in Yorkshire where I got a pint of Worthington's cream flow for 99p.
Well, we'll all go there then.
Yeah.
Well, that's what my kids say. They're 23, my twins, and they always say when they're here, when they're in London, they always say it's so hard to find. So they just try and find the spoons. They all go around trying to find spoons, or they
Disco
drink.
spoons.
And everyone says kids don't drink. No, they want to socialise and drink. They just can't afford to. So it's just something that I'm worried about. If any of the members have any solutions, what we can do about this.
Where are you going with this? You're going to bring this back round to golf holes getting wider.
I know. I don't know what I think about it. I just everything's getting more expensive. Ticket prices for gigs are getting more expensive. Do you? Well,
But the bands are getting better, aren't they?
that's the point. That's
No.
the point.
No, I think that's a fair point, and we've made efforts to try and keep it down. as
Have
well.
you? 'Cause it's
Like in the
tough though,
past.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's always a bit of there's a sweet spot, and the promoter's always pushing one way, and we're always trying to push the other way, just to give people value for money. But
I think what looks good for us and bands on a sort of more smaller arena level is we don't have that variable ticket pricing.
Dynamic
That's
pricing.
the crazy
That-
thing that,
yeah.
like Oasis tickets would go, just
Depending
you log on at
on-
the wrong time and you're paying like £600 for a ticket or
Yeah.
more. Like that's crazy.
If you've waited for ages and then it gets through and you go, well, I'm obviously not going to spend £700 to see this band. So.
so it's just so hard to understand like what's even going on. It just feels at random.
Yeah. So I think that's definitely that's clearly wrong. So I'm glad we're not like a big enough band yet where our management and promoters are saying, yeah, we should do this. Dynamic pricing.
But it doesn't work the other way though, does it? If you did it in football and your team was rubbish, right, you're on a real bad run, the ticket price doesn't go down.
No, that would be
Does
an
it?
interesting
Get a
experiment.
few
wouldn't
more
it?
people in, it's only a £5 this week because we're not very good.
Do you know what? I've always said that about, your team goes up or you win a cup or you win something in the league. Your ticket prices should come down then, shouldn't they? Because you've done something good, but it doesn't, it goes up.
Maybe you buy a ticket, you just give your credit card details, but you don't know how much it is. And if you win, it's a certain amount. If it's a draw, you pay less. If you lose, you only pay £5.
Get your money
They pay
back.
you.
Yeah,
They pay you.
A tenner per goal.
They pay you. I've got some questions from some of our members. Let's all join in with this. Do you think it's time to bring back baggy football tops instead of these skin-tight monstrosities? Actually, we had, what's his name on the first show? Anthony Schmerich, and I went to see his gig, and all his audience are in those big baggy Umbro tops and stuff like that, and they all have moustaches as well, like Robbie there. So it's definitely coming back. What do you think about the big baggy?
I like the really crazy, like ostentatious, like 80s
Yes.
coloured goalkeeper kits. Like they were
I think
insane.
they look cooler.
The bigger
don't
the
they?
better.
You just have to. Everyone just needs to agree. We'll bring back shirt pulling. It's allowed.
Yeah.
It's bound to come back, isn't it? into fashion.
Well,
don't you
year
think?
zero,
Fashion thing now.
Year zero was those Cameroon kits that were just like a onesie that was like skin
They
tight.
got banned, didn't they?
Got banned.
Were they
and then-
sleeveless as well?
I think they did do some sleeveless ones. I think
Yeah.
Puma did 3 or 4 kits which got banned, and they were
As in too skinny, too
Yeah.
like tight.
they said they were all in one.
It's like a silhouette.
all
You know,
in one,
wow,
like the
yeah, yeah.
sprinters
You
were.
couldn't
They
pull
were
their shirt back.
yeah.
yeah.
So fun. that.
As a band, was there a day that you all had to sit down and go, "How are we going to dress on stage?"
Yeah.
Many times.
We went through a few iterations.
There's a
of that.
few.
Did you ever go, "Let's do suits"?
We've had some pretty heinous fashion choices over the years.
Just in the early days, it was just like trying to find any angle to be like what could make us stand out in
I think as well,
the
'cause,
rock
like
world.
when you like most people as like 4 mates from school, you don't just automatically all dress the same, you know. So, but you kind of feel like you need to as a band. We did one. Remember, there was one day where I was like, "This is ridiculous." Like very early days, we did a video, just like filmed it around our mate's place, and actually no, it was his farm, our mate's farm actually.
On his farm.
His dad was a farmer, and we sort of got on some hay bales and sort of did a show on some hay bales, and it was a beautiful summer's day, so we were wearing shorts, and then after that we were like, "That's the look. We can all wear shorts every gig." And so it got to
Wham!
So it got to like that, that was in the
that
summer.
was peak summer.
Yeah.
It got to like January or February, and it was we were playing in venues with no heating, and it was freezing. So we'd be in like
10 minutes
coats, multiple layers, thick jeans, and be like, "I guess we get the shorts on now." We go back
10
to
minutes
the band,
before stage
put the
time.
shorts on.
What sort of shorts were they?
Denim shorts.
Denim, denim
Are they-
turn-up shorts, yeah.
Where-
Quite short
we've
shorts.
cut out like
Daisy Dukes.
Pretty much, yeah.
and vest
That's
top.
right, because that is wham.
Yeah, it was shorts and vests, and we were like, "Okay, well, that's
no,
our
you are
image."
Daisy Duke. That's
yeah,
amazing.
It was terrible. Yeah.
Yeah, because
did that last?
Wham did used to wear.
I think that was. It was after that show. I was like, "This is ridiculous." Like we
Yeah.
did a few shows over that period, and we were like, "This is, we're just taking the piss now."
Still got the shorts.
So,
So everything comes back around.
I never saw Wham live, but they used to wear, because I read all the articles. They used to wear tennis shorts, Sergio Tacchini or Fila ones. They were into their sportswear, and they would take shuttlecocks out and hit them into the audience. So they put them in their shorts and take them out apparently and hit them into the audience.
Maybe we should do that in Glasgow. Yeah.
I think they took a racket. If any of the members went to a Wham concert, maybe they could test it. I'm not criticising Coldplay here. Okay, great band, massive hits, sold out Wembley in record amounts, whatever, absolutely huge. But
It was never that was never the end
They're
of
not playing
sentence.
badminton.
like when they sat down and said, "Are we going to wear outfits with paint splattered all over them?" Whatever that costume is they wear on stage. Have you seen their stage costumes?
Yeah.
Maybe they've just been paintballing with Jason.
But they've kept that for like all those gigs in a row for years now, and I'm just thinking, where's the band meeting where they go, "Guys, we've got to just change the outfit now. We've got to knock it on the head. We've been
Where's
doing
their
this."
shorts era?
Where's your shorts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris Martin, where's your short shorts?
Yes.
Get your short shorts out and get your shuttlecocks out
Have
for
you
the
ever had-
lads.
Have you ever had to veto one of your bandmates' clothes? Has anyone ever turned up for a gig and you gone, no.
That's a good question.
Probably if I get a few looks here and there from the boys.
Rob's the most outgoing, should we say?
Yeah, I'll see something that's a little bit, fruity and think, "Oh, okay, I'll give that a go."
Try that, yeah.
But then you do. I'm then the one who sticks out like a sore thumb because I'm just going for something with a big collar or some
Fedora.
Yeah. I think we're too scared of upsetting each other to flat out say it. We'll just, you might just make a few comments.
About that suit of armour.
Yeah.
Right, chaps, we're going to give you an interview in a minute to see if you can qualify for the PFF. But just before we do that, we like to educate in this meeting as well as entertain. We've only been educating this meeting, not done any entertaining yet, but we'll give it a go. Right, first World Cup final, I told you last week, was in 1930 they used 2 balls, one in the first half, one in the second half. Yeah, do you remember that?
Yes.
That was a great fact because they couldn't agree which ball to use. So I thought I'd start looking at some other historic facts and stuff. And the first clubs to use numbers on the back of shirts were both Chelsea and Arsenal. And they both did it exactly the same time, August the 25th, 1928. They had the same idea independently to make it easier for fans and reporters to identify the players from the stands. Okay, Arsenal lost to Wednesday 3-2, and Chelsea lost to Swansea 4-0. Many fans, I imagine they're miserable Bolton types, called it unnecessary showmanship or a gimmick borrowed from American sports. Journalists, I imagine they were from the Bolton Echo, the numbers
Bolton
said
Evening News.
said the numbers would distract players from the purity of the game. That would have been your attitude, wouldn't it, Joe?
Woke nonsense.
Anyway, they
Why
used to line up. Yeah, go on.
Why don't Roma have Roman numerals
That would be a great
on the
idea.
backs of their shirts? X1.
In 1928, they used to line up 2, 3, 5. Can you imagine that? Every week, 5 forwards, like Ozzy Ardiles' Newcastle. Get back to that.
Yeah.
Any
Pure.
team should have to line up to that. Anyway, I had an epiphany. I'm not really sure what that word means. What does epiphany mean? It means
Good thought.
Like a
Realisation.
light bulb,
Moment of
light bulb
inspiration.
A
moment.
moment of clarity.
I had one of those.
Clarity.
I had one of those. It was in 1993 when they broke football, and I mean them. They broke it. They went squad numbers with names on the back of shirts. It occurred to me, right? There was a subtle shift from the player trying to earn the shirt. I want that number 2 shirt. I want the number 9 shirt. I want the 7 shirt. I want the number 1 shirt. I want to go in nets. There was a subtle shift from the player trying to earn the shirt to the player owning the shirt and even having his bloody name on it. The power shifted to the better players, and here we are in this bloody mess. I say ban squad numbers and names on the back of the shirt. It's my new theory to save the beautiful game.
Commentator's nightmare.
They get paid
Be
a lot of
better.
money.
Be better.
Be better, yeah. So each team, in my idea, they name 1 to 20. You know, there's 20 players allowed to turn up every week. There's the 11 and there's 9 subs. You're allowed to 5 subs from those. And then they can get the club back to, more importantly, the fans, the game being about the fans and not about the player. No longer do we have the players pointing at the name on the back of the shirts. They've got to point at the badge because they're playing for the club and they're playing for the fans. Thoughts?
I like that.
I like that.
Yeah, dial it back.
Do
Thoughts?
kids like having a player's name on the back, though?
Definitely.
Yes.
Kids like that.
Identifying with
The economics of it work.
That's exactly right. It's wrong because you shouldn't be going, I'm a Ronaldo fan. You should be going, I don't know who he plays for now, but I'm a United fan or a Real Madrid
Nasser.
fan. Yeah, I'm whatever, you know. So you shouldn't be going, I love Eric Cantona. You should be going, I love Man United and you know.
Eric Cantona's my favourite player.
Pardon?
But
That's
that's-
wrong, yes, because it's not about a player. It's about a team. Cantona can't play on his own, can he? You see,
You must have had favourite players when you were younger, though.
Pardon?
You must have pretended to be a player or something.
I had a favourite team.
And you didn't care who turned up
Hated
from that
all
team.
the players.
Yeah, every player. I don't care about you.
No, but do you get it? How
I
the
know
stuff?
what you mean about them, maybe players not having ownership over a number and you earn the number.
You earn the number.
Perhaps the numbers are fixed on the shirt and then there's like a Velcro patch at the top where you Velcro your name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
And then
Yeah.
Okay, so you never get to own the number.
that's it.
Or every
1
shirt
to
comes
20.
with a whiteboard on the back and a
Yeah.
pen.
So, yeah.
And you just write who you want each week.
Or it's a ranking system where number 1 is the best player, so
Yeah.
rather than being in goal and
Yeah.
to earn
By
to
the
play
fans.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fans vote each
Phones.
year.
Ah, yeah.
But
Yeah.
but it's,
Again.
I'm right, isn't it? There's been a subtle shift away from wanting to play for the shirt to the shirt being yours, right? It's a subtle shift, right? Okay, guys,
Good epiphany, though.
how do you know when you've made it as a band?
I don't think you ever do.
Yeah.
The goalposts just keep moving.
Yeah.
Really?
I think you're always looking for the next thing. You
So
sort
the
of,
first one is I just want to play a live gig, and then it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and now it's like I just want to play an arena, and now you're playing arenas, and it's just like
The early big ambition for us, because the closest, I suppose, most accessible big venue for us, Brixton Academy, to see like really big bands coming through.
What a great
And
venue.
so we would go as kids to see all sorts of bands there. And then, so that was it. I want to play Brixton one day. I want to do it. And then we were lucky enough to do that. But then the goalpost just moved. It wasn't like, well, what do we do now? Just on to the next one.
yeah, that was. I feel like we enjoyed that. We played it. It was amazing. We
It's
kind of
great, yeah.
enjoyed that for like the afterglow for like a good month, and then we were like, oh, okay, what's the next thing now?
You've got to
And that
crack on,
that
yeah.
was the first thing. So yeah, you just keep trying to play bigger venues, playing more countries. You know, you just keep sort of setting your sights on the next thing.
You're only
just-
as good as your last gig.
I just went to
True,
I went to
yeah.
Brixton not so long ago to see Green Tea Peng, and she was great, but the beer prices there are ridiculous now. I'm sorry.
Do you get the big 2-pint?
The 2-pint
beers
It
there?
weren't like going to the pub. It's like, going to venues is crazy.
The security there now is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Because they've had to reopen it. It's unbelievable.
But yeah, they do have they've got like the double pints where you've then got the handle.
Yeah.
But to keep,
is it
to
like
keep
a
it cool.
tankard?
It's like a tankard,
So it doesn't
yeah.
get too hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I had
Still,
one,
it's a
it
lot
was
of
a
work out
bucket.
that.
But then
Yeah.
like, you do have to drink it before the last bit gets kind of warm
Yeah.
by the end, unless you're really gunning it.
So you guys have become really successful, I would say, without massive media exposure. You've never been on Sunday Brunch, for instance, which seems to be the only show left with music and stuff like that. How have you gone about doing that?
I think just playing shows.
Yeah.
Just playing gigs.
Playing gigs
all the time.
is the main sort of like discovery avenue, I'd say, for us. Just get out there, played as many gigs as possible, opened up for loads of other bands, obviously, just to get in front of other people's audiences.
Is that your advice for the PFF then? Play as many gigs as we can.
Yeah.
Have as many meetings as we can.
How's your relationship
Open
with
up for other meetings.
Yeah, open up.
hey, open up for the hey.
Yeah, just a 20-minute walk.
And the round table. And the round table.
Just warm the seats.
What's your relationship like with social media? How's that been for you?
It's been good. I'd say like over the last few years, it just gets a bit tiring, and it's sort of you realise in your life how it can just absorb, so much time and energy and effort, and find it pretty unfulfilling. So we've tried to like do the bare minimum as possible, while still obviously, it's amazing. It's an amazing way to like connect with fans and reach new people, but it is like a drag.
Yeah.
So it's finding
You're
that
a
balance.
slave to it, aren't you?
Yeah, and I think as well, like being a musician, and to be fair, doing anything, it's the prime way of reaching loads of people really quickly. So you're an idiot if you don't put a bit of time into it. But at the same time, it's more time you're not, with your mates, writing music, doing stuff that actually, playing shows. The amount of time we'd be like on a tour where you'd be, doing social media to promote the next tour when you're not actually enjoying the moment and enjoying the day and the getting ready for the show.
We're thinking about doing some merch for the PFF. Have you got any unusual merch, or is it just T-shirts and stuff? Have you got anything?
We have delved into a few interesting.
Go on.
Interesting avenues.
We tried to start like a whole hot drinks sort of like empire.
Succeeded.
So it was a Don Broco, just to start with, which was
nice.
just
That's
tea,
good. That's
just
good.
tea
Yeah.
bags, and then a bit of coffee,
Yeah.
and then the tangent offshoot was Don Coco, and we did hot chocolate.
Very good. Yeah.
We did that for a few.
And a few actually chocolate bars as well.
Chocolate bars, yeah.
Yeah, we found this chocolatier where we got to go in and try all these different chocolates. So it was like, this is a good part of the job. Yeah, just like.
We had these dreams of, it's going to become bigger than the band. It's going to go into all the
Yeah.
supermarkets, but it actually just lost money.
We need to do PFF beer.
Did you hear the bit where they said they lost money? I think we glossed over that little bit at the end. That seems quite important.
Iron
You still
Maiden.
keep the tins on your sort of at home
Yeah.
in your
On your
kitchen. You
mantelpiece.
feel
I
kind
want
of
to
nice about
back
it.
in.
Yeah.
It's a passion project.
Iron Maiden. They make more money. Don't they make a load of
They
money?
do,
out
yeah,
of it?
Trooper, yeah.
Very
yeah,
successful,
they do.
yeah.
Okay, a couple of quick ones for you. Have you ever been in trouble with the police?
Yes.
Oh, we've got one.
Yeah.
Gasps.
Yeah, so after our after my GCSEs,
you know we're going to have to edit this out.
Yeah,
Not
it's gonna be
edit
murdered
out of
in
a
9
meeting.
people.
Yeah, go on.
So yeah, I remember after my GCSEs, we you sort of go around your mate's house and you had a few beers, and we thought this thing that him and his dad used to do, would they just jump over people's hedges?
Hedge hopping.
Yeah, hedge thumping. I think
Oh,
they
we
called
called it
They
hedge
called it
hopping.
Fed jumping.
Fed jumping. That was it, because you're a little bit.
Or they call it the Grand National.
Yeah, it was fed jumping because you're a little bit drunk when you do it and you
Yeah.
can't really pronounce it properly. So fed jumping. So we did that, and we just jumped over a load of hedges and moved a traffic cone. And someone called the police.
Right, okay.
They told us off.
Crime in the centre.
I never did
Always
hedge.
been a bad boy.
Yeah, it's so bad.
I never did hedge hopping a lot when I was a kid. Sort of like every weekend when I was younger, but it was very good fun.
It was fun.
I
It was
never
fun.
did it.
I never did it
I
again
never said
after
I
that,
did
obviously,
it.
but-
It was very good fun when I was a kid.
But I applied for a job once, and they asked me if you got anything to sort of admit to. And I told them
You
that.
didn't?
And I told them
Shopping.
because it was like I didn't get in trouble for it. It was like you
Yeah,
guys sort of-
yeah,
they,
yeah.
Guilt was
they
too
gave me a
much.
caution and they were like, "This doesn't affect anything. You're fine." And but I felt I had to say it.
You have to say it,
And
yeah.
then they were like, "That's fine. Honestly, you're okay."
Have you ever done paintballing?
Yeah, I've done Pepe a few
Just
times.
before
Yeah.
the Coldplay gig, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We went with
It's
them.
backstage. Yeah.
You beat them, yeah?
Nice callback. I like it. Nice
Good, very
callback. Yeah. Got any? What's your favourite service station snacker choice? What's your service station snacker choice?
I don't know. I'd say like classic, just a sausage roll.
Yeah, Greg's
sausage roll.
Greg's sausage
Yeah,
roll.
Greg's. Know
Or
where
the
you're
bean,
at,
or the
don't
bean
you?
and cheese melt. I think
Yeah.
it just goes down a treat
Yeah.
when they're hot.
The festive bakes are out
Can't
now.
go better than that.
Is this a Greg's meeting?
Got any new music coming out?
Yes,
Yes.
yeah, we've got a new album coming out next year.
Is it done?
I'm excited about it. It's done. We just finished it.
Is
a
it
couple
any
of weeks
good?
ago. It's incredible.
Excellent. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
It's, hopefully our best. I mean, we always you you have to believe that,
Yeah, of course,
otherwise you
yeah.
wouldn't be putting it out. Yeah.
I'll wait for the Maccabees to review it before I decide.
A 4 out of 10 is just warming up on the grill. Yeah.
And just like, a load of new music from that before it. so,
Wonderful.
You got an arena tour as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got a new song out before that as well, which I think we very much were just finishing the album as we were touring it. So it's been a mad rush to sort of, we were finishing like last few vocals in like hotel rooms, and it feels so good to have it done now. So.
Yeah.
You had a vaguely football-y song, didn't you, in the past? And
We did,
Manchester
yeah.
Super Ray's #1 fan.
We had
What's
a-
the story for that?
My dad found this key ring just clearing out my
It was
old
like
room.
3 years ago we were talking. So it's a
3 years
long
ago.
time after.
Yeah, a
the
long
fact.
time ago. And so I brought in for Matt as a present, and we had this song that we were just sort of trying to mash together some different elements. And I was
This
like,
big tempo change in the
And this
middle.
big tempo
Well, I've
change.
got to shout something like a call to arms to the audience just before we drop, and the next bit comes in, and we're like, "What can we shout? What can
we
shout?"
just pulled out this key ring. We're like, that'll do.
No, to shout
So
that.
we were just Manchester Super Reds #1 fan, and we just did it as a joke, and it sounded
We're
so
like, well, yeah,
weird.
We'll
and
write
good.
the lyrics later. That's a placeholder. And
Yeah.
it was like, we're not going to beat it.
No, so that became the song.
It's got to stick.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
And so I'm really, if I hadn't brought that key ring in, if we didn't have that there, like this song would have, and it's probably like one of our fan favorite songs. So it's
Yeah.
Right,
I mean,
guys, we need to decide whether you're able to join the PFF. Before that, could you tell us what are the minutes? What's happened in this meeting?
Robbie, Tim, Joe were here. Tubes was off jet skiing. Tim wanted massive golf holes. Andy had a good idea of how to divide up points. Matt from Don Broco came out the fridge. Matt said he once had uncomfortable shoes. Tim didn't want to have any opinions. We all decided to go to Madame Tussauds together. They wanted to get in the FIFA game and had been made in Chelsea, and they were cold in shorts. And Tim had an epiphany about shirts.
Yeah, I did. Any last comments on why you want to join the PFF before we do a vote on whether you can join or not?
Yeah, I mean, in all seriousness, if we turned up and played a gig and there was no fans, no audience, no atmosphere, there wouldn't be much point with there. And I think the same's for football. Football's for the fans, isn't it? Because I know it's a cliche.
That's good. All right, that's good.
It's cliche, but like we saw it in COVID. If there's no atmosphere, there's no passion, the game's not the same. It's got no soul, has it?
Yeah.
So football is for fans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. Let's have a vote.
I've been convinced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You weren't sure. Yeah.
Let's have a vote. Who thinks Rob and Matt should join the PFF?
Yes.
I do, yeah. You're in, guys. You both get your official PFF T-shirt. There you go.
Here we go.
There you go. And
Goes
thank
really well with denim shorts.
I just
you
need
cut
to
the
cut
sleeves off.
everything off so it's the thinnest amount of material as possible. But
Just a circle.
Thanks so much, guys. Spread the word.
yes, we will.
Cheers. Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers, boys.
We are the people's front of football. Together we'll save the beautiful game. We are the people's front of football. And together we'll save the beautiful game.
Great, guys. Thank you so much. That was
Thank you.
brilliant.
That was
Cheers.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Really
cheers,
enjoyed that.
thanks to you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Really
Great to meet
good. Really good.
And welcome to the PFF.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you,
We'll
yeah.
see you next meeting.
Yeah, see you next week.
Brilliant.
Nice nights.
There we go. Oh, it's chilly back in here.
You have fun?
Yeah, it was awesome. That was fun. I thought you'd get to meet the Rock though.
Oh yeah. Maybe he's jet skiing in Dubai with tubes.
Yeah. Next week.
Yeah.